Yeah, it's amazing what you can learn on YouTube.
Yeah. Look at his face.
Big smile on the face. Pretty happy.
It's beautiful. Hi, I'm Bianca, and this is my husband Grant. We're currently travelling Australia full-time with our two dogs, Frank and Baxter. Come join us on our adventures. Hi. We left our campsite at Duke of Orleans Bay and we dropped into Esperance, and now we're back at Quagi Beach. Grant's just taken the, what are they called? Sway bars.
Distribution bars.
Weight distribution bars off, so we can go into our site. And we managed to score exactly the same site we were in last time we were here. So that's pretty good. Yeah, so we've still got a couple of days to wait before we can get the awning fixed, so it's still damaged. Got to go back into Esperance in about 4 days, I think it is. So we'll come back here, Quagi Beach, and hang out here for the next couple of days until we need to go back into Esperance. I mean, we moved on from Duke of Orleans, which was a beautiful spot, but it was $40 a night for unpowered. And I think I'd just prefer one of these spots instead for $15 a night. So, all level. Grant's having some fun underneath the car, doing a bit of an oil change and stuff. Look at his face.
A bit dirty.
Yeah, you get a bit of oil.
It happens.
Are you having fun?
Yeah, heaps.
Heaps?
Yep.
Good job.
Well, we'll see if it starts again.
Hope so. Whoop. So Grant's finished his oil filter change, and now what you're doing, the fuel filter?
Yep. Yeah, it's amazing what you can learn on YouTube.
Yeah. Also, Grant has driven the front of the wheels onto our Caravan levelling ramps, so you can get under the car.
Back head up with the car.
Yeah. Pretty good idea, I reckon. Anyway, have fun doing that.
I'm good for a good idea once every now and then. Not always.
Oh, looks like fun, I'll leave you to it.
Okay.
Out there alone on the highway, she had a broken wing, she's trying to hide, and I was much too old to act on the feeling. Then again, I ain't never had someone to hold. I wrote songs for a mockingbird. Take them all, leave them, I know that she heard. Songs for a mockingbird. Looking at me, she sang every word. Songs for a mockingbird.
Hey, I made some yogurt the other day in this container in one of our other videos, so I'll link that video there. And what I've done is I've just made another batch of yogurt, and I'm turning that yogurt into Labne, which is like a Middle Eastern yogurt cheese, which we have on like dips and toast, or with chicken, or with mushrooms, and all different things. So I'll just talk you through what I've done and how I make that. So basically, I get the yogurt, scoop it out of the jar and into some cheesecloth or muslin, which is in a strainer over a bowl. I put that in the fridge and let it soak, or let it sit for probably about 18 to 20 hours. So I put this in last night, and all the whey or the liquid drains out of the yogurt, and you end up with like a really solid kind of yogurt cheese. So after I've strained and drained it, I put it into a container. I just have this one from Sistema. It's like a leak-proof container. I marinate it, and then we eat it. It's delicious. So we're probably going to eat it for breakfast, so I'll show you how we eat it in the morning. But basically it goes quite solid in the cheesecloth. You just kind of scoop it out and put it into your container. I think if you don't have cheesecloth, I think you can just use like a couple of layers of paper towel will work as well. It might be a better option in a caravan where you need to save water, because then you won't have to wash the cheesecloth out. Okay, so I've got my Labne now in my container, and I'm going to add some olive oil. Adding the oil over the top just kind of helps marinate it and keeps it fresher for longer and makes it more delicious. I have some garlic infused olive oil as well. I put a little bit of that on. It's for flavour. I have a lemon olive oil as well. A little bit of salt and pepper. And I put za'atar on, or dukkha. So za'atar is like a Middle Eastern spice, which is basically oregano and sesame, and has like a lemony flavour to it. So I sprinkle that on the top of ours. Normal olive oil over the top. And basically that's what it's looking like. Put the lid on and put it back in the fridge, and you just store it in the fridge, and that'll keep for quite a while with the oil on it in the fridge, and we'll show you in the morning how we eat it. Morning.
Good morning.
So Grace made us mushrooms, some grilled mushrooms on toast, and this is the Labne that I made yesterday. And one of the options you can do with Labne once you've made it is, have it for breakfast.
If you're one of those savoury people that has to have savoury for every single meal, then it's definitely one of those options. If you're a sweet tooth and likes, pancakes and syrup and maybe a bit of bacon, just to sort of mix things up a bit, then yeah. Doesn't go very far, does it?
No, so it's about 500 mils of milk turned into the Labne, and then that ends up being probably about maybe 350 mils of Labne, so it doesn't go super far, but it is delicious and lactose free for us because we use lactose free milk, and a lot cheaper. So this probably costs us like maybe like $2 or $3 to make, about $2 to make.
About $2.
And if we bought it from a shop, it's probably about $8 to $10. So
I've seen a tub of Labne go for $12.
Yeah.
So
it's delicious. If you want to look into making your own yogurt, and you want to do something else with it, Labne is a great option. If you love like soft kind of like a Persian feta.
just not as salty.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like a Arabic yogurt cheese. It's definitely something to try out if you want to. Delicious. Morning.
Good morning.
Grant's concentrating on the road. It's a bit windy.
A bit windy.
A lot. It's like we're in a boat at the moment.
Got no choice though. We have to get out of here.
Yeah. So we've left Quagi Beach this morning. We're heading back into Esperance. Today I have just a phone call that I need to make, so we need some reception. But we're also getting the awning put on tomorrow, hopefully. I say hopefully because as of yesterday, the canvas for the new awning hadn't arrived. So hopefully it arrives today. If not, we'll get all the mechanics of the awning attached and then get the canvas put on a little bit later because...
And the front stabiliser legs.
Oh, and the front stabiliser legs.
Heavy landing.
Okay, lots of flies about. We dropped the Caravan off. Unfortunately, we're not getting the awning put on today, which is a bit of a pain. But they're going to do some other things on the van for us and give it a service. And we're just going exploring Esperance and the beaches. Look at that.
Different from yesterday too. It was so windy and today it's picture perfect.
Yeah, probably a nice little beach to learn to surf at. Very nice. Yeah. Give these dogs some water. Get back into the car. We were just saying, like we pulled up to these beautiful beaches and it's warm, but it's not really hot enough for me to get my togs out yet. But I mean swimmers. If anybody doesn't know what togs are.
It's my budgies.
My bathers. Yeah.
It's nice outside. It's actually hot outside. That water is coming off the Southern Ocean. It's December, but it's still cold. Like all the power to all these people going for a dip.
Yeah.
It's not for me.
It's just too much effort for me at the moment. We're gonna go in there and then I'll be cold and then I can't be bothered dealing with sand. It has to be really hot for me to want to go through all of that effort. And then the way I like a beach is to be, you know, next to a sun lounge and maybe next to a sun lounge and maybe like a bar, a wet bar or something. That'd be nice. But yeah, it's they're beautiful. The beaches are absolutely beautiful around here. Stunning. You know, you're definitely in luck if you live around here, that's for sure. We just pulled up to Twilight Beach and there was no wind, and just as we got here the wind has picked up and I was like, Grant, put the drone up, and then the wind has now just really picked up. So no drone at this stage, but maybe we can come back and get a bit of drone footage. Oh, how pretty. Surfboard.
Still really pleasant, but I could still sit here even with the wind and just watch.
Well, the wind keeps the flies away, which is a bonus.
Yeah.
As I said before, we've dropped the Caravan off at the Caravan repair place to get some things done. We're getting stabiliser legs put on the front. I bought an RV Wi-Fi and getting that like permanently wired in, and the antenna put on the roof, and some just maintenance. This is like a service. Since they can't do the awning yet because there's still a piece missing, they're gonna do that stuff for us, and then we'll get the awning on when it arrives. But we were just talking to ourselves, like, so it's been what, 4 hours since we dropped it off at about 8 o'clock this morning. It's 12 now, so 4 hours, and we're discussing like how difficult it can be when you have dogs and you can't really go anywhere because you can't leave them in the car, and it's kind of a bit warm outside, so I don't want to walk them too much because Baxter's overheating and, you know, the pathways are a bit warm. So it's like, what do you do? So we're just driving around, having a look at all the beaches and trying to think of something else that we can do. Like, we can go sit in a park and have some lunch and stuff a little bit later, but to be honest, the dogs are not the best dogs in the world, and they're a bit reactive and they bark, and you know, it's not always fun.
They can't just chill like most of the like all the time.
Yeah,
they have their moments, and they I have to say, in their defence, they have gotten better since we've been on the road.
Definitely.
However, they still have a long way to go, and I'll just go in and have a look at this. And it doesn't make for the best.
No, it's not a relaxing experience.
So, it's while they settle down faster now, it still kind of ruins our experience. So we can't. Well, it doesn't ruin it. We don't have that calm because or relaxation feeling because we've just spent a lot of energy trying to calm them down. And on a day like today, we've got nowhere to go, got nothing to really do. We can't just sort of, if it's hot, usually we'll sit in the caravan and chill out and just wait till the cooler hours of the day and then go out and do stuff with the boys.
Yeah.
But we don't have that luxury today.
No, and it's not like we can just, it's just us. We can be like, oh, well, we got some hours to kill. We'll just go watch a movie or go sit in a cafe or go to a museum or something. We can't do any of those things.
Now we're not.
Unless we take one at a time and the other person sits in the car with the dogs or takes them for a walk.
Don't take this as we're having a whinge.
Yeah.
We're not whinging. We're simply just trying to, I don't know, just convey what it is like traveling with these two. Like, it would be easier to get around without it for sure, 100%. And it does get a little bit annoying at times and frustrating. Would I change it? No, I wouldn't. I love them to death.
Yeah.
And, you know, not traveling with the boys, that was never an option.
No, definitely not.
We're not like that. We're not just going to, you know, palm off the dogs. They're family to us. So, like, I couldn't do that.
Yeah.
With our actual kids if we ever had any. So why would we do that with our dogs?
No, definitely not.
So, I mean, we're not having a whinge. We're just, for anyone that's wanting to travel with dogs,
yeah.
If you're living on the road and you need something done and you know, this sort of situation occurs, which it probably will at some point to a certain degree, then yeah, you're going to have to, you'll find these little hurdles and you have to figure it out on your own. But yeah, that's what it's like. Yeah,
definitely. And I think usually when we're in this situation, it's really only like, you know, maybe 4 hours or something like that we have to kill. But I think we have to kill about 8 hours today. So it's going to be a long day, I think. But, you know, we'll make it work. It's fine.
Yeah.
We always do. Yeah.
Kind of looks like a big skeleton of some sort of creature.
Oh, it does too. Like that's the head thing.
Yeah. Maybe like a turtle, maybe?
Yes, I can see why people like Twilight Beach. Now, a little tour of Esperance. We've just driven up to the Pink Lake. As you can see, is no longer pink. So there's a sign over here just near me that tells me, I think it's probably either the salinity, like the salt levels, or probably bacteria or something. But man, would it be beautiful. Yeah. Very interesting. And there's I think it's in a previous video up near Salmon Gums where we were, there was a green lake on either side of the road, which I think I filmed, that's gone into one of the videos. I'm not sure what algae causes that, but that was pretty spectacular as well. Well,